history. Welcome to a day you'll never forget. A day you will never forget. You'll never forget the first time that you sit in your seat, or the first time you step to the plate, or the first time you take the circle. You'll never forget this moment. It's a day of history. Welcome to history. Welcome to Love's Field. Let's go. I'd like to take a moment to quickly introduce some of our VIPs that are here. Thankful for the regents. Governor Keating, Anita Holloway, Rick Nagel, Bob Ross, Rick Broad, thank you guys for being here. President Joseph Harris and his wife Ashley, thank you. Vice President and Director of Athletics Joe Castiglione, his wife Kristen, and his son, media mogul, short sleeve shirt wearing Joe C. Jr. Someone didn't check the weather. We're not here today without the Loves family, so thank you, Judy. Jenny Love Meyer and John Meyer, Judy Love, Laura Love, Greg Love. I mean, we just got to give a round of applause, right? Thanks to Denver Finlayson with Populous, that's our architectural design firm. Brian Timberlake with Timberlake Construction. A&E Services, those who have provided their service to direct the planning, design, and construction of our facilities. Thanks to the parents of the Sooner softball players. That was unscripted, by the way, okay? That's not on here. I chose that. Thanks to the foundation setter, the trailblazer, Marita Hines, who is here. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the #1 team in the country and their head coach, Patty Gasso, the Oklahoma Sooner softball team. We're very grateful for this time. So we're gonna have several speakers come up, and we're gonna start right at the top. He is truly a man that really doesn't need an introduction here. He is the president of the University of Oklahoma. Please put your hands together for Mr. Joe Harris.
Well, it's here. We're here. I sat down 3 years ago after the first of the last 3 national championships. We were there to celebrate it with Patty. Patty's sitting next to me. She looks over at Joe Castiglione and she says, "What do you think about me mentioning that we might do a new stadium?" And I was like, "Hey, look, you're Patty Gasso, you be you." Patty stands up. The next thing you know, 18 months go by. Last September before last, it's hot outside. We're standing in this area and we talked about building this field. Then here we are today. Right? It couldn't be more exciting. This is the house that Love built. As a little kid, I grew up right down the street from Tom and Judy Love. Right? I never thought they'd do this, or I'd have been a whole lot nicer to them. This is remarkable. One of the quotes that I love was from Jenny Love Meyer at the kickoff of the construction of this project. And she said it's special when people and events come together to really create something larger than themselves. To that I'd say, Jenny, mission accomplished. We did that. And that really is, that's the theme of all of this. Right? This is the theme of OU softball. Right? Something larger than ourselves. It really is. This is March 1st, for those of you who don't own a calendar or an iPhone. And March 1st is the first day of Women's History Month. Right? There's no better way, right, to celebrate the progress of women in this country than to look at this softball team and celebrate this opening today. Yes, sir! This team says it all. 52 years since Title IX was put in place. Right? This is the symbol, the movement all the way from Reeves Park to Marita Hines Field, to here to Love's Field. That's progress. Progress overdue, but progress realized. Right? It's an honor to be here. Right? With the greatest athletic director in the country, Joe Castiglione. And the person that loves publicity, 7-time national champion, 7 Natty Patty. Let's hear it for Coach. can't believe it's actually built. I never thought it'd be ready this fast. Right? Huge shout out to Timberlake and all they did to get this done. I know it wasn't easy. A lot of hard work. All right, as we go in there today, as we celebrate this, right, let's celebrate what Patty's teams, what these players are all about. Being about something bigger than the game itself, right? They live it every day. We're the ones that are supposed to teach these students how to be, how to live, how to grow. But every year, these softball teams that Patty Gasso puts out there, every year they teach us. We learn from you, and we are beyond thankful. Go out there today, have fun, God bless, and thank you.
And with President Harris bringing up the foundation, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the incredible group of former players who have come out. Guys, just stand up real quick. So, President Harris hit it on the head. We got the greatest athletic director in the country, period, hands down, no question. Put your hands together for Joe Castiglione.
Well, when ideas start to come to fruition, and thank you, Chris, and thank you, President Harris, for your kind words and appropriate, poignant focus on how and why we got here. But when something gets hatched as an idea, people wonder if it could ever happen. And then certain wheels start turning and people think, well, you know, it might happen. And Patty Gasso has said this to me many, many times as certain stages of the project itself was unfolding. Is it going to happen? We didn't plan a pandemic right in the middle of all of our ideation stage and working through all of it, but we made it through that. And we dealt with any and all challenges that we were facing. And then Coach Gasso would say when I'd see her, it's happening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, especially our team, our coaches, our former players, this has been built on the shoulders of people who believed something special could happen. And today, it's happened! So my message is one of gratitude and thanks. And if you bear with me, there's a clock over here that says I have 3.5 more minutes. Ain't no damn way. You know, I got a lot of people to thank. Most importantly, leadership. Because somebody has to stand up and help things move forward. It would not happen without our president, who was very early in his presidency, seeing this as an opportunity to serve people, serve the legacy that they left, and to share it and pass it on to future players and fans and everybody that's enjoyed seeing this program grow. To the members of our Board of Regents, those that have been recognized, some that are not on the board, but certainly played a role while they were on the board. The Love family. I remember sitting over there in that room over there in the conference room of the Pearson Gymnastics Center talking about what could happen. Thank you. And to the many donors and fans. And we'll talk about how many of you in a second, but you all came together to make this happen. Year after year, we've seen the love of the game grow. And now we've taken the love of the game to put love into making something that is going to set the softball world on fire when they get to see this and experience it themselves. Yes. Pun intended. Everybody's going to love everything about this. So, again, the greatest of gratitude from the bottom of our hearts to the Love family. to you, Judy, Greg, Frank, Laura, Jenny, and of course, Tom. Without their love of the University of Oklahoma and love for people in the state of this, our great state of Oklahoma, this would not happen. We regret Tom can't be here with us, but I would ask you again to join us in thanking them for seeing a vision and stepping in to make it happen. So, their gift inspired others. We've had over 1,100 donors that have stepped up and still stepping up to support this project. Between $37 and $38 million have been invested. And if you were inspired to give more, even the waste management folks are excited. First time I had a garbage truck honk at me, it was over. 337 donors gave more than $10,000 to this project. More than 38 states in the United States are represented by a donor, at least one donor. Thank you is insufficient. We are grateful beyond words and indebted to you for doing something so special. As President Harris said, we're joined by our softball team, who is the extension of a 67-game winning streak. So when you walk in today, you'll be watching them from new seats, a new vantage point, and a new stadium. But you're going to be watching the legacy of strong women with a championship mindset that also stand humbly on the shoulders of the players that came before them. Yes. We're going to talk about that always, because to you that are here and others that couldn't be here, that's a reoccurring theme and a reoccurring part of our value system. So thank you. We'd have to take a moment to, as President Harris said, I joined the University of Oklahoma in 1998. And my deputy AD was Marita Hines. And I got to work with Marita until we ran her into retirement, I guess. But I'd be remiss if we didn't recognize the namesake of our former stadium, the person who was also a softball coach and a big part of the softball history herself, and the one that hired Patty Gasso, and helped hire Patty Gasso. So we leave a great legacy of that stadium. That players and teams in that stadium posted a record of 548, 62, and 1, over a 90% winning percentage. 4 undefeated seasons among them. So Marita, thank you. Without you, we wouldn't have a chance to have a day like today. Thank you very much for all you've done. I have a little bit more time left, but there's people that did a lot of work behind the scenes, and I know we see all of this and we're wowed, and you should be. But there are many, many moments through the phases of development and construction that could have gone a different direction if not for them. Some have been mentioned, obviously, but behind the scenes, a lot of people. We set this date, once the schedule was in place, to play in it on March 1st. We weren't going to have a maybe March 1st, maybe the end of March, maybe the middle of April. This team deserved to play every game they possibly could in this stadium. And through the thanks of so many people, we made this happen. There's still a little bit more, some finishing touches, and they're well along their way. But I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some people. Their areas have been acknowledged, but the people haven't been. And I know how many meetings during the day, during the night, on weekends, they contributed their time to help make this happen. From A&E Services, Brian Holdery, Jeff Schmidt, and Sarah Zellenport. From Populous, Craig Kaufman, Denver Finlandson, and Frank Steiner. The contractor, Timberlake, and their staff. From our athletic program, Larry Nathy, Greg Tipton, Scott Matthews, Brad Camp, Jacob. And it's really, really close. It's bigger than some that are in baseball or football stadiums for that matter. And of course, it has a unique shape because we're so proud to represent the state of Oklahoma. And of course, those finishing touches that I mentioned, they'll take place. And we'll have an open house for all of you at a later time. We'll have another ceremony. Because as we announced last year after we won our 7th national championship, right here, right in front of us, will be the site of a statue that we will unveil of the GOAT, Natty Patty. Nothing in trying to create the softball stadium that's befitting for the softball program that's the gold standard in all of college athletics. Most importantly, because we wanted to serve the athletes that have made this program what it is and those that will come to make it what it can be in the future. We wouldn't have been able to do that, though, without the leadership of Coach Gasso, and I mentioned the statue, but it's her that is represented in every part of this stadium. Her greatness goes way beyond statistics or even the games that we've won, and there have been a whole lot that we've won under her leadership. She's taught us how to live life with a sense of purpose and meaning. And let's be clear, there's great athleticism in the women that have played. There's great championship mindset. But I think more than anything, that type of influence has elevated this program to a level of greatness few ever thought was possible. So Patty, thank you, thank you. I look at our team and I look at you because I know you have always been about them. But at this moment, it's about you, and thanking you too for what you've done to elevate this program. Ladies and gentlemen, Patty Gasso.
We're getting close. We're getting close. When I first heard about the Love's commitment, I remember talking to our buddy on the Sooner Radio Network, Gabe Eichert, about it. Him and his lovely wife, Caroline. Very close to the Love's family, I hear. And Gabe said, I don't think you understand. Jenny Love Meyer is a rock star. She is a rock star. Well, Gabe, I think we understand now. So put your hands together for Jenny Love Meyer.
All right, well, I guess I'll have to thank Gabe. That was, I guess there's certain things that he picked up on. That's not true. But in any case, no, thrilling day. It really has been great to get to know Coach Gasso and her teams the past few years. My family, so many people at Love's Corporation, and I have watched them play and win so many games. That's right. It's fantastic to see that while they have enjoyed winning, they're also humble about it. The success that Coach has established is no accident. It was born of a vision started many years ago. This vision is one of hard work, relentless drive to be better, and exceptional teamwork. It has propelled them to become the preeminent team in the nation. The neat thing is that while they display incredible talent on the field, they are amazing people inside as well. Cultivating this consistently is not easy. It takes immense leadership from the coaches and support staff. This team dynamic is so similar to Love's beginnings and the values that my dad embodied, and in turn the associates in our organization embody. The values alignment with OU softball is really important to us now, but also into the future. One of the other special parts of the Love's Field sponsorship for me, not speaking for the rest of my family, but for me at least, is literally 3 generations of Love's involved. My dad for many years watched OU in the World Series, asked me a few questions, some of which I knew the answer to. This in turn spurred interest from my mom. She will be here today, maybe in a few minutes. For the past several years, my sister and brothers have also followed OU softball along with our grown kids. So the team and coach are well supported by my family. We're proud to be part of this day and the many games to be played here. Thanks so much.
How about a round of applause for Jenny Love Meyer, huh? Marketing pitch too. I don't know if you guys know this, but with the Love's Travel Stop app, you get 10 cents off gas a gallon. Yeah, I mean, it really works. It's awesome. Anytime. All right, let's hear from some players, shall we? The co-captains for the 2024 Oklahoma Sooners, #1 team in the country. They need no introduction, but please make them feel welcome. Kinsey Hansen, TRA Jennings.
Hi everyone, thank you all for coming. One of the greatest honors of the 2024 season was being named team captain, voted team captain by our sisters alongside TRA Jennings. Not only are we here to represent the 19 other amazing women that stand by our side day in and day out, but we represent more than ourselves. We represent the best coaching staff in the country. We represent the best program in the country. And we represent the best alumni and Sooner sisterhood in the country. Tiara and I, it is our job to uphold the standard of championship mindset and lead by example every single day and continue it into Love's Field and continue our decade of dominance into this beautiful stadium.
To take the field for the first time will be full of emotions and excitement. This team and this beautiful field is continuing the amazing legacy of OU softball. We are ready to create new memories at Love's Field and to represent all the alumni who paved the way for us to be here. Thank you, Sooner Nation, for being here to celebrate this program and this day. Boomer!
Speaking of people who need no introduction, you should be as loud as you've been all day long as we welcome up 7-time Natty Patty, the head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners, Hall of Famer Patty Gasso.
Jada, stop talking over there. Well, first I want y'all to see where my girls at? Get back up again. A lot of these guys over here I have not coached, but I know who they are, thanks to Marita. So, God is good.
Amen.
I can do this, Okay, we are blessed, we are humbled, we are grateful on this historic day in OU softball history. It's a full circle moment for us. 30 years ago, when I was hired, we played over at Reeves Park. You can drive right down the street and see it. Yes, I know you guys, you have a lot you want to know more about it, go ask these guys. But what I do know is we had to be off the field by 5 p.m. because Slow Pitch had their league. We had to come early, clean up trash. We actually, I think it was first or second year, we hosted a regional at Reeves, and our players could not fit in the dugout, so half the team had to sit in the front of the grandstands with the fans. Sooner! 28 years ago, Marita Hines Field was built by Marita Hines, had a lot of her hands on that. She said to me the other day, like, who is the fool that made that stadium only fit 500 people? But Marita and I both felt like that was, when I saw that, it was a massive amount of seats for women's softball. It was incredible. And what we did there was win championships a lot and created some phenomenal history. But you fans came out And because of you coming out is why we have this new stadium now, because the demand was great for it. So today, now full circle, here we are standing in front of Love's Field, the largest, most beautiful stadium with over 400 plus capacity and the coolest representation of scoreboard for the state of Oklahoma you've ever seen. And this future is here. It's leading us into the SEC. And I think I can look at these guys and say we're ready to win more championships in the new conference. We are breaking ceilings. And you know about the championships, the win streak, you fans showing up for Hall of Fame Stadium when we played Texas, breaking attendance records. This stadium is breaking ceilings for women's softball and all the women athletic programs across the country, challenging companies and donors to invest in women's athletics. And the Loves family will be known as the family that really made a change in softball, so that other coaches, some of them that are here today, will see this facility, go back to their administrators, and try to get more donors, more companies invested in what we're doing. So the gratitude that I have for the Loves family is beyond. 2 years ago, I think it was, Jackie Livingston, my director of operations, reached out to Jenny Love Meyer, and we have a mutual friend, Karen Wiseman. We had some conversation, turned into a friendship, which flourished. Jim Gasso, my husband, is not here because he is the head coach at Mid-America University, and they're playing at the Hall of Fame Stadium at 10 o'clock, and they're on a win streak, so I said, stay over there. I will recognize you here. But Jimmy really helped create, and Jackie, create that friendship with the Loves family, and Jenny and John. Jenny believed in this program, and she talked a lot about her family and what they're prideful for and what they represent. And she wanted to invest in our athletes. I know you guys have a Sunday dinner I heard about where you all sit together and talk business. And thankfully, our name was on the agenda, and you wanted to talk a little more about it. But thank you all, Love family, for taking a leap of faith. Thank you all who donated to this project. We could not have done it without you. Thanks to all the hands that have created this day, from our great administration, workers, the creators with the vision. This is the final piece to complete the OU softball program. This is it right here, and everyone is going to follow the lead. Our team is honored to represent over 300 alumni, some that are here today, on this field. We will give our best to make all of you proud and the Love family proud. I have 5 grandkids that are here. One is not delivered yet. That will be in 1 week. So the Lord blessed my son JT and Andrea, but specifically JT, with 3 girls, because the Lord is going to pay him back for what he did to his mother. But with these 4 kids, 3 are girls. Jen Rocha, our pitching coach, has a young daughter named Ellie. We have small, young females, little kids, little girls that are witnessing this dream. And that is what this is about. We are preparing for the future. We're being great examples for leading this next generation of women into elite athletic programs and athletic facilities. Thank you all. I thought I was going to break down, but Lord help me right there to get through this. And Joe, we do have a game to play. You went, now we're rushing. You went way too long, Joe. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. Thank all of you guys for being here. We cannot wait to play in front of you on this field, and we haven't even stepped on it yet. So the first time you see us play on it, we will actually be the first time us being on it. So, our heart to you, all you donors, and all of you fans that support this great program. We love you, we appreciate you. And we got 2 big games today that mean a lot. These guys are ready. They're going to be ready.
All right, you guys ready? What do you say we count this thing down, huh? How many natties we got? 7? You guys want to count it down from 7 to cut the ribbon? Yeah. I can't hear you. You want to count it down from 7?